Hey guys, my name is Dave. This is Whiskey Blooded. Thanks for joining me here today. It is Whiskey Wednesday, our favorite day of the week, and today we're going to be reviewing Redbreast's 12-year-old. This is the Cask Strength edition. So let's jump right into it. I wanted to do something new today. I wanted to do an Irish whiskey. We haven't done one before. I was going to wait until St. Patrick's Day next year, but I just can't. I wanted to do something new. I wanted to do something fun. This is Redbreast 12-year-old. I think that you guys will like this review. So let's jump right into the review. This is a 12-year-old Irish whiskey, single pot still, cask strength, which puts this one is at 114.8 proof, which is 57.4% alcohol by volume. It is a 12-year-old, non-chill filtered Irish whiskey. It runs $64.99. It did run $64.99. They have two versions, regular proof and their cask strength. They both were $64.99, which was really cool. You could choose between the more watered down or the higher proof. And recently Redbreast has increased the pricing on the cask strength version, the higher proof version, and I'm finding this now for about $74 to $80. But I bought this when it was still $64.99. I actually bought 2 or 3 of these before they put the price up. And I don't normally I don't mind, but Irish whiskey isn't my normal drink. So this is something that I was recommended for someone that I was buying a present for that really did like Irish whiskey, and I've come to like it. So let me go through this one with you. So let's pull out the bottle here real quick. It comes in this case here, and the bottle is pretty standard looking. The box is nice. I always like when whiskey comes. Move this over here. I always like when whiskey comes in a box. Makes it easier to seal up and keep it fresh. So there's the bottle itself. Let's move these back. Nothing too crazy on the bottle. It's a pretty normal bottle, kind of neat looking for different kind of shape, but that's about it. It's green. So let's read through the box itself here with the tasting notes. So for this one, before we do that, one of the viewers made a good point. I've been trying to try these higher proofed ones with water, and they said, hey, if you're going to do one, you should let it sit for a little bit, and we kind of got into a little back and forth with it because it's hard to do that. But he made a good point. He said, hey, pour them at the beginning, pour the water in, and then let it sit for a little while. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pour 2 drinks here. And this one here will be without water, and this one here will be with water. And another viewer had said, hey, make sure you're using the right amount of water. So I looked that up too. We're going to add about a teaspoon here. So we're doing 1 teaspoon of water. We'll move that around a little bit, and that should drop the proof a little bit. Okay, so we've poured them. So let me read you the bottle on the Redbreast tasting notes. So their notes are aroma, exotic fruit with a little citrus, deeper notes of dried apricot, and infusion of pot still spices and toasted wood. The taste, rich, fully rounded and mellow with luscious fruit and typical pot still oils and spices. Sweetness of vanilla and a touch of oak. Finish, satisfyingly long with the sophisticated combination of fruit and spices slowly giving way to toasted oak, then barley. This is matured in oak, the finest oak casks. So, yeah. There's Redbreast for you. So here, actually, we'll put this guy over here. So you've seen the color now after I've poured it. This is not watered down here. So there's your color. Some nice color to it for an Irish whiskey here. It's fairly dark in color. You know, that age is coming through. It's copper, light copper. The smell, it's definitely, you can smell the spice. You can smell that spicy pot still that they're talking about, which if you've ever had, like for bourbon willet pot still, it's got that spicy smell to it. The spicy smell, the fruit's definitely there. I smell actually a lot of vanilla, more so than they indicated on the nose. A lot of vanilla, and some of those, I'm guessing this is from the oak, those bourbon-like caramel smells too. But yeah, it's got a great nose. It's deep, it stings, it's in there. High proof. You're definitely getting a nose full. Not chill filtered, so I'm sure the taste will reflect that. Let's try the taste here. even at this higher proof, and it does have a little bit of a bite to it, but even at this higher proof, Irish whiskey is very drinkable, smooth, neat. That's why a lot of people, you know, that don't like Scotch and bourbon may be better off starting on Irish whiskey. It's very fruitful. It's very mellow. This is definitely the case with this, although there is bite there. So when I'm tasting it, right up front, it's like rolling around fruit in your mouth. It's great. Very fruity. Lots of vanilla. As you're swallowing it, so when it's in your mouth there, it's mainly you're getting the fruit, the vanilla, a little bit of caramel. As you swallow it, you definitely get some apricot. You get some like a plum flavor for me. And then it starts to burn. So you get the oak setting in and that spice they mentioned from the pot still. That definitely starts to set in. And then in the finish, I wouldn't put it overly long, but it's a medium to long finish. You've got the spice, the oak, all still going through. Kind of loses the fruit there in the end. Good, very good. Lots of fruit, lots of flavor. The sugary notes are definitely like fruit tasting, like I'm having a bite of an apple, apricot as I mentioned. So those kind of sweeter, kind of sugary notes that are coming through that. Now I forgot a glass of water. So I think my camera woman is going to go grab me one. So she's going to grab me a glass of water so I can put this down and then we can try the watered down version. This has now been sitting for a couple minutes. And that should kind of change a couple of things with it. It's going to lower the proof from what I measured, and I did a little reading too because I've never been exact with my watering, but about a teaspoon for something like this should lower the proof by about 20 or so. So we're going from something that's, what was this again? About 114 proof, thank you. About 114 proof. It should lower that into the 90s. So, let me clear my palate here. And when you're lowering with proof, I've always read, and when you're clearing your palate and putting water into whiskey, you should use distilled water, so like stuff out of a filter. Don't use tap water because all the minerals. And the iron and the fluoride. So let's try this one now. So this is watered down. Like I said, if I had to guess, we're probably somewhere in the 90s on the proof on this one now. Oh wow. So what's changed with the smell is a lot more vanilla, a lot more caramel, and some of the buttery caramel smells. It's almost like I'm sniffing a butterscotch candy. That's much different than the initial nose here, which was mainly just the fruit with a little underlying vanilla. So it's almost completely changed the nose, and it's a beautiful nose. I actually like the watered down nose better. And you might find that too, that kind of opens up the nosing. The taste, on the other hand, all that smoothing out of the butter and the vanilla and the butterscotch smells have really put that at the front of the palate, and you lose all that fruit. So on the taste side, perhaps a little too much water, although it's still looking pretty good here, but maybe too much water. It takes away from the bite, but it leaves you with most of those buttery notes. The buttery butterscotch, vanilla, caramel, all those oaky flavors starting to come through. A little bit of the, actually at the middle and the end, I'm tasting of some of the fruit, but it's like the spicier fruit parts of it. So I've got like a cherry and a raspberry kind of cinnamony spice at the end from that oak. So it's definitely changed the flavor. Changed the flavor as well. But and some of that pot, definitely some of that pot still taste to it as well. Still very good though. Still very good with the added water. Definitely overall smoother. You lose all the bite, and a lot of the those spicy notes are very toned down. So maybe more of this for the beginner, and maybe more of this for someone that's looking for bite and burn. So, but anyways, let's get to the review on this one, or to the score on this one. I really like this stuff. I mean, I don't usually love Irish whiskey. I mean, it's some of it's very good. I've tried this. I've tried Green Spot. I've tried all of the Jamesons up to the. I mean, all of the is in the normal ones. Jameson. I've tried all the way up to the 18-year-old. I've tried this. I've tried, like I said, I've tried Green Spot and one or two others. And honestly, this, even compared to the Jameson 18-year-old, I think is better. I think it's a very good bottle. It's at a good price. All of the reviews that I've seen on it too are very, very good. And this is a great pot still Irish whiskey. The only thing I would like to see is more places carrying it. Honestly, there's only a few places around here that do. It's not hard to find, but it seems like it's more selective in who carries it. Maybe there's just not as much demand for it, but definitely a good change up from bourbon and normal Scotch stuff. And I think you should buy one for, you know, your next bottle for a gift or for yourself just to try at home. So I'm going to give this one a score. I'm going to say 92 out of 100. So a very good score. And the reason I'm going to say that is as we've talked about, I am using price as a part of this here, and we see, as a part of my reviews, we see a lot of prices going up on whiskey nowadays, and so to find a good cask strength edition for under $70 or around $70 for an Irish whiskey that's got great flavor, great balance, the whole package, readily available, not hard to find, a little bit harder to find, but you can find it, you know, at any liquor store that carries a good variety. It's not super rare. They're not limited release. It's not here for a week. So yeah, I really like it. I think you guys should give it a shot. Maybe next week I'll try a different Irish whiskey. I've got a couple other ones, and we'll compare it to this one. I think that might be fun. And you know, like I said, I haven't liked the other Irish whiskeys nearly as much as I like this one. So try it. Let me know what you think. Try the regular version or the cask strength version, and send over your thoughts. This is you know, something new for us, so thanks for joining me. At the bottom of the channel here, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We've been growing massively over the last couple weeks, so thank you guys for joining me. As I've mentioned many times before, I'm just a normal, average whiskey drinker that is sharing my thoughts and opinions with you guys. So thanks for joining me down that journey. I'll see you guys next week, back here on Whiskey Blooded. Have a good one. My name is Dave. I'll see you later.